how to create a form in Google Forms to populate a Flippity spreadsheet. First, obviously, you'll want to create a form. So I've created a form already, and here are the questions and the answers. So I've got that ready to go. And one thing I want to do is fill in the form. So I click on this eyeball up here to preview it. And I fill in my form. The first president was George Washington. Submit another response. The president during the Civil War was Lincoln. Here we go. So I've filled in the form a couple times. You might want to use this later on to send that to your kids or your coworkers, and they can fill out the form for you. So I'm going to go back to the form. See here, I've got responses over here, so I can click on responses. Here's my responses. So what I want to do now is find this little green square here that means spreadsheet, and what that's going to do is it's going to create a new spreadsheet just for this form. I'm going to click on create. It's going to create the spreadsheet. It's going to link everything, and there, look, just the two things that we did there, the answers, the question and the answers are now in the spreadsheet. So up here you'll want to highlight the URL, the website that the spreadsheet is located, right click and copy. So now it's copied into memory. So now you'll want to go over to flippity.net. At flippity.net, let's make these into flashcards. So I'm going to click on templates. I can download the template. It's going to ask me to make a copy to go into my Google Drive. And so the first couple of things I like to do is to rename it. So let me go ahead and rename it, Review Presidents. And then you also want to highlight everything and delete it. Make sure that you are now up in A3, and then you're ready to insert some code that will connect the spreadsheets. First non-blue, non-yellow, non-flippity cell, see that's where the information is going to go. I'm going to type a code. Here's the code for you just for a second. I'm going to import a range from the form sheet and from these cells. There's no spaces here except for after the form and after responses. So let's go back to the spreadsheet and click on that first one, equals, import, range. Then there's the parentheses, and I'm going to click a quote. I'm going to paste that long website, another quote, a comma to separate, another quote, and now I'm going to type form, F-O-R-M, responses, R-E-S-P-O-N-S-E-S, space, between form and responses, space again, after responses, one, a exclamation point, B2 to the bottom of B, quote, and then a in parentheses. After all that is in, I hit enter. It's not going to like it because it doesn't know that spreadsheet, so I hover over here until I get the question, you need to connect these sheets. I'm going to click on allow access. So now the sheets, there's the first and there's the Civil War. So I'm going to copy that code. So I just clicked on there and copy the code. I'm going to go over here and paste that code. I'm going to go in there and edit this. See over here it's B2, but I want to make it from C2 to the bottom of C. Enter. So now, see, first is Washington, Civil War is Lincoln, and I've done that. Now I want to make this into the flashcards. So I'm going to go to File, Publish to the Web, Publish. Okay, now it's published. That website is just for Flippity. Click down here to get my link to the flashcards. Click there. Hover over, there's the link right there. Hover over the link and click there so it goes to the flashcards. Open up a new window. There it is. First, Washington. Civil War, Lincoln. So there's my flashcards. So let's go back to the original quote, to the original form. I'm going to click on Submit Another Response. I'm going to say the question is independence. I'm going to say that's Jefferson. So I hit Submit. See what happens here? Here in the sheet is Independence and Jefferson. And if I refresh my cards, I've got Washington, Civil War, Lincoln, Independence, Jefferson. So every single time that this every single time this is put in, every single time there's a new form, it goes into that. So let's say that I want all these to be first letters. T, Jefferson. So see what I'm doing is I'm editing the form, A, Lincoln. I'm editing the form, not the flippity sheet. Alright, so now that's done. I can go over here to this. I can refresh my page. And it's now, I've got the first letters. So I do not edit the flippity sheet. That never gets edited. I only edit the form, the response sheet. So that is how to get a flippity sheet to populate, how to get a Google form to populate a flippity spreadsheet.